We're here today with Greg Poulos and Joerg Gmeinbauer for a conversation about the recent acquisition of ArcVera by Bureau Veritas. Gentlemen, welcome. Would you please introduce yourselves?
Yeah, so my name's Greg Poulos. I'm the CEO of ArcVera Renewables, and my background is atmospheric science.
My name is Joerg Gmeinbauer. I'm the Global SVP for Energy of Bureau Veritas Group.
Greg, can you tell us a little bit more about ArcVera's background?
Sure. ArcVera is an expertise-based technical consulting firm in renewable energy. It was first put together by the merger of two firms in 2017. Those two firms' history go back to 1990 in one case and 1978 in the other. And so what it represents is a very experienced and organized firm around technical consultancy in renewable energy, wind, solar, and battery storage. Since we merged in 2017, ArcVera has tripled in size. This is pretty hard to do in a very competitive business with some very large competitors. So that's one thing we've accomplished. On the other hand, we've also altered the global footprint of our business. So we're now working on 6 continents around the world prior to the acquisition by Bureau Veritas. And we've altered our thought leadership and added R&D to our company so that we have more standout value propositions for the industry.
Could you please explain what is the rationale behind the acquisition?
Look, building a global stronghold in renewable energy is a key element of the LEAP 28 strategy that BV just launched about 8 months ago. We've been investing very significantly in renewable energy over the last years with the aim of building really an end-to-end solution provider for offshore wind, onshore wind, solar, battery storage, and other renewable energy technologies. We've done that obviously through a lot of investment in organic growth, but we've also been looking into complementary setups in the market, driven by looking for capabilities that we don't have today. And that led us eventually also to partner up with ArcVera.
And what are the main synergies between your two companies?
So the partnering with ArcVera is, as I said, is really capability driven. Within our end-to-end platform, we clearly have been lacking significant capability in the technical advisory space. So with ArcVera now joining the BV family, we're really bringing them in as our new global platform for technical advisory in the renewable space, for energy resource assessment, for feasibility due diligence, lenders technical advisory, which is an area where we feel we have a very complementary capability footprint and obviously very strongly strengthens our setup in the renewable space.
So with respect to new developments in the renewable energy business, it's very clear that for a reliable source of electricity, in addition to expanding the transmission infrastructure across the world as we transform from a fossil fuel-based system to one that's more distributed, the need for a reliable source of electricity requires the use of hybrid projects. So that plus the emerging hydrogen markets allow us to merge skill sets that are deeply embedded already within Bureau Veritas prior to the transition and merge them with ours to create hybrid, a very strong offering with respect to hybrid projects, wind, solar, and battery storage combined, or some mix of those.
Bureau Veritas is obviously a very large global business. Greg, how is this change of scale going to benefit current or future clients?
As Joerg mentioned, they have started to build a team organically in-house. First of all, those team members add immediately to our capability. Volume-wise, the amount of clients we can serve immediately goes up after they were properly trained on the ways we do our work. On top of all that, of course, they have 140 global offices, and we had 4. So they bring this immediate ability to have people on the ground in the vicinity of real renewable energy projects where we're doing our work right now with better cost structure, first of all, but also just better time zone matching and access. So those are two really important things. they also bring a massive staff of support that we had been slowly building up in our company, and this just immediately catapults us to a whole new level of ability, both in the back office and on the technical side.
And what's the feedback from your existing clients about the acquisition? What are their expectations?
Well, I've been on a rather long overseas trip, meeting with my BV colleagues all around the world. So I have some immediate direct feedback about that. Our existing clients that we've met with were extremely excited about the more broad range of services that we could provide, because they're familiar with what we can and cannot do. And at the same time, at Bureau Veritas clients where Bureau Veritas couldn't offer what we had, now they can get that too. So there's a general understanding that there's a new full service provider available that has massive global backing.
Look, as part of our Leap 28 strategy, which we launched 8 months ago, building a global new stronghold in renewable energy is really at the core of our strategy in energy. We're supporting the energy transition in many ways, also talking into hydrogen, low carbon assets, etc. But renewable energy, wind, solar is really at the very core of it. And I think through our organic investment that we made over the last years, we've been building a reasonable position in owners engineering, in project management, construction management assistance, and through to asset integrity management and inspection services on the operational side. But we've always been lacking, let's say, the front end, which we now, with partnering up with ArcVera, really gives us a missing brick in our capability footprint, which we're able to scale. So ArcVera really becomes our global technical advisory platform for wind, solar, storage, and other renewable energy technologies, and obviously gives us now the opportunity to serve our customers really from the very early stages in the project through to construction.
I can add a little bit to that in terms of the services that we provide. What we're bringing to the table is not only very early stage or pre-feasibility type studies for wind, solar, battery storage, but also a bankable thinking set throughout the lifetime. So even though we start very early, we think, okay, what's going to take this project all the way through? So you have an optimization piece, maximizing the energy production and the rate of return from any given investment. That's quantitatively supported by the technical work we do and can be shown and written and reported upon, but also it's getting ready to be have a minimum amount of uncertainty to maximize the value when it comes time to bring that to project finance. So we work with banks all around the world already. That'll only expand from here. And then once a project goes into operation, we can apply all of our skills in data analysis that we use in the preparation of these wind, solar, and battery storage facilities to the operational side in assessing their performance. So it's that combined with everything Bureau Veritas already has that Georg just described really brings a comprehensive offering to the market.
Maybe a few words to bankability. Bankability clearly in the coming years will be even more key than it was in the last years. We all know that in order to achieve the 2030 COP28 goals or the net zero long-term goals, the global south needs to significantly accelerate deployments in renewable energy, where financing conditions very often are more complex. I think with bringing the technical advisory and bankability experience of ArcVera into our global network of 140 countries, being pretty much on the ground in every relevant solar or wind market in the world, we have a big opportunity to support our customers in building their pipelines and finally executing their renewable projects in countries with less experience, but with a huge need to accelerate their renewable energy deployment.
And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.